I'm hanging in there, trying to stay positive, It's a crazy world out there.
Yeah.
So I got a question,
Yes, sir.
and maybe you can answer it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm sure that we're all coming familiar, I learned about terraforming about, 10 years ago, 13 years ago, and everybody thought I was crazy, and, or what is known as seeding or cloud seeding. We do know that the director of the CIA admitted that they were, contributing towards, what some call chemtrails. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of chemtrails in your own way. And a lot of this knowledge always is going to boil back down towards that it's got to be the U.S. military or the Air Force. Okay. Now I'm not asking you to affirm this or anything. I don't need confirmation. It's blatantly obvious. The Declaration of Independence says truth is self-evident. So I don't need anybody to try to convince me what my eyes see. We know that contrails are something that is behind a plane, and then when it's soaring through the air, you may see a little line of, smoke or a contrail, but it starts to dissipate as the plane is continuing on in its destination. Whereas these chemtrails, it's pretty obvious. They spray these huge grid lines across the sky, and then before you know it, I'd say within an hour, all of a sudden these clouds start to be pulled in, and it's like clockwork. So I'm not sure how the scientific process was. Oh, he hung up the phone.
Thank you for your interest in the United States Air Force and Space Force. There are many ways to serve in or out of uniform. Whether full-time or part-time in the Air Force Reserve, Air National Guard, or Space Force, we have a place for you. A representative will be with you shortly to walk you through your options. For quality assurance, this call may be monitored or recorded. We're sorry. All of our advisors are busy. Please press 9 to request a callback, or remain on the line and the next available advisor will be happy to assist you.
This is Sean, Air Force Recruiting. How may I help you?
Hi, Sean. I had called earlier, and then somebody just blatantly, rudely hung up on me. I was not being rude or anything, but I do have a real serious question.
Okay, what is that?
The conversation originally started off with the reality of coming to the interpretation or the understanding about 13 years ago of terraforming, or what some people call as chemtrails or whatnot. And the director...
Do you have a question do you have a question for Air Force Recruiting?
No, I have either to get a hold of the Air Force director, or basically the reason why I'm calling is because, there has to be some form of lawful or legal jurisdiction, and when you look up in the skies and, they're spraying the skies all the time, which obviously has to deal with the U.S. military or some agency that normally, it has to be the Air Force or something like that to allow these things to happen. So then the question is who can we call to let them know that we don't consent or we don't want them flying over our house and basically putting those grids in the sky that we've seen for the last 14 years? I understand it could be confrontational or seem like, I'm trying to pick at somebody, but I'm really not. I'm trying to figure out...
You'll need to contact the FFA, okay?
Do you know the number to the FFA?
I do not. Have a great day.
Okay, take care.
Calling the National FFA organization. To make a donation, press the star key. Our offices are currently closed. Our regular business hours are Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Eastern, and Fridays from 8 a.m. until noon Eastern. Please call back during our regular business hours to speak with a representative.